Oh, hello, everybody out there. I just want to speak tonight about any woman out there in the world that is trying to conceive. I know that as a woman, we have it's so many different circumstances that our bodies go through differently. It's not just white women or certain women that cannot have kids. Just because I am a so-called black woman, don't mean that I can just bear children like that. You'll be surprised how many of us cannot have kids naturally. Okay. I had a lot of scar tissue down on my fallopian tube, so I had to have surgery. For years, for years, me and my ex-husband of 13 years tried to conceive. And from my mother, I come from a big family of five sisters, okay? They all have children. My mom and dad have about 32 plus grandkids, and great grandkids. On my ex-husband's family side, his mother has a lot of grandkids. They wanted me to have a baby bad, like just like that. And it did not happen like that. I was talked about like Rachel in the Bible, like Rebecca. The things that those women in the Bible went through, I literally went through. I went through it for years, and I'm telling you, nothing. And I don't know, I can't even think of a similar pain to what a woman has when she's trying to bear a child for her husband. Like, that is the biggest pain I have ever, and I've been shot before in my life, okay? That pain didn't even compare to the inner pain that I had by not being able to give this man a baby. And for years, men have tried to get me pregnant and they could not get me pregnant. And furthermore, I didn't want kids by just anybody. I waited until I got married, okay? Um, I had finally conceived at the age of 32. When God sat me down and had my mind right to where He knew I'd be able to care for my kids. Do not give up. Do not be discouraged, and do not take no for an answer. If the doctors are telling you, women, that you're not going to be able to conceive because of X, Y, and Z, I had doctors tell me, I had a doctor tell me I would never have kids, okay? She don't even know what she did to me that day. I broke down in the bathroom and I was ready to kill myself behind not being able to have a child for him. You understand me? I lost it. And nobody knew that inner pain but me, him, and God. That was it. He had to come in the bathroom and pick me up off the floor. I was in the bathroom for at least 4 hours on the floor, like ready to die. Like, I was so ashamed. What else can I give you? I have nothing else to really offer you. Like, I know I'm a darn good wife. I cook, I clean, I'm submissive, I'm all these things, but damn it, I can't give you a baby. And that hurt me to the core. And then to have to look out there in the world and to know that, okay, at any moment he can go and get somebody else, have a baby by somebody else possibly, or leave me possibly. These are the things in my mind, as a woman going through my mind, that I personally was suffering from. I was ridiculed by my own blood sisters. They shunned me. They talked about me. His side of the family talked about me. And I had to tell his mom, like right before she died, I told her, I said, like me and her really, we got along sometimes, but a lot of times we didn't. And I would try to tell her, my faith is different. I believe, I serve God differently, and I believe in Him wholeheartedly. And I believe that just like He gave Sarah a baby at 90 years old, I believe in what them scriptures say, y'all, for real. Okay, I felt everything that Sarah felt. I felt everything that Hannah felt. Remember Hannah? When she was talked about and couldn't conceive, and they laughed and jugged and jibed at her, she went to the Most High. The angels of the Lord came to talk to Sarah. Rebecca had twins. Rachel, she went through hell. And I felt every bit of that. When a woman is diagnosed as being barren, you feel it. You feel every bit of that barrenness. I felt empty. I felt lost. I felt embarrassed. I felt depressed. I felt sad. All these different emotional things that I felt. Ladies, I want you guys to pull yourselves together as best as you can and to put your trust in the Most High. Because let me tell you something. Them scriptures is life. Those scriptures are real. You got to believe it. You got to receive it. And you have to cut off all of the noise. I prayed. I said, Lord, don't no longer feel the void that I have. You know what? Because I was so tired of worrying. I became sick of worrying and just feeling sad and ashamed. And God had to pull me together and was like, get up, daughter, get up. And I had to make a pact that day. I said, you know what, Lord, because of the void that I feel for not being able to bear a child for the husband that you put me with, please fill that void that I have with things of you. So what I did that day was I no longer made my focus about me having a child, because I believe that when the Most High is ready for you to conceive, ladies, He is going to put a child in you. We cannot think carnally. You have to be able to think spiritually when it comes to this. Feel spiritually. You understand what I'm saying? You have to know that when them scriptures say that what door God closes, no man can open. And what door God opens, no man can close. The same goes with the womb. He is the one who shuts a woman's womb, and He is the one who opens up a woman's womb. But believe that. And who are we to force Him? Who are we to make it seem like we got to go and take this medication? We got to go and go over across the country and go to the village branch and grab this little tree and do this and that. No, God will make a way. My mom always told me, God makes a way. And I held on to that. I did have people around me who was feeling sorry for me too. They was like, I want you to have a baby. Like, for real, we legit want you to get pregnant. I was like, oh, because it was just like back and forth. You know what I mean? Like, one week I'm gung ho focused. Next week we have a family gathering or a dinner, and I have to deal with, well, when are you going to get pregnant? And I see all your sisters and them pregnant, but why you don't have no kids? They don't know what in the heck you are suffering from. They don't know what, and you don't have to convince them. You don't have to tell nobody nothing. You walk, the Bible says to walk by faith and not by sight. Okay? Shut out all that noise and go into prayer. Next time I'm going to have some scriptures, because I ain't got no scriptures right now that I'm going to give y'all. But I wrote down scriptures that dealt with barren women, what barren women had to go through, to give us encouragement. Okay? To give us encouragement to hang on. Don't you give up. If you don't know the Most High, pray to Him. Pray to Him. And believe that He will do what He said He will do. He is the one who will give you and your husband, or you and your boyfriend, or you and your side piece, if He want to. He is the one who will give y'all a child if He sees fit. If He sees fit. Now, if you're going through the struggles and you've been trying to do it for years, then use that time to do things for Him, for the Most High. Use that void to do positive things still in your life. Okay? Never give up. Never give up. It took us 7 years. And let me tell you something. The Most High didn't give me one child. He blessed me with twins. I'm going to leave y'all with that, and I'm going to talk to y'all later. Okay?